this morning I was talking about shielding, and Sifu Bryant talked a little bit about it. But the shielding that we do, we call kalasag, empty hand, comes directly from the shield with the stick, Sifu Bryant said. But again, right out of the shielding with the stick, we can do disarms. So do a few disarms out of that, okay, to show you how it relates to the handwork. Okay. Everybody, and again, different ideas on stick fighting. You know, so many different styles of stick fighting. Everybody's familiar with the shielding? We got a little exercise we do. Let's go through it. Okay? First we do. Remember, the whole thing is, when you do the shield, you know, don't stick the stick all inside your head. Good fighters take the stick and ram it into your face. So, you know, you just stick out, put your hand up, protect. All right? What we do is we slip outside, block, okay? Strike off the vest, bring it over and slip outside, block, and strike. So let's just try it. Ready? 1, and strike is 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, strike, 3, okay, 4, strike.
Give a little bit of distance. I don't want somebody to get hit. Okay, move forward a little bit here so that you can see.
Okay?
Okay, that's it.
Now we got a few exercises.
Make sure there is a room. Nobody get hit. Okay?
We got a few exercises that we do with this, you know, just to get so you can practice it. You see us stick fighting all the time. You know, people twirling the stick like this. Stick comes up just so we can work it. We can work both sides, and then we can work well either side, and then work both sides together. When we put it together, it's a little sombrado that we do just to get the feel for it and just to develop your rhythm. Okay. So first thing we'll do the circle. We do this into a circle block. We'll do that drill. So if Paul would strike me to the left, and I slip and block this, right? As I parry this off, remember the same kind of snatching. This could be disarming, pushing, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to do the drill to get the feel for it. So if I block this, pass it down, and this is just the flow. He comes up and he brings his stick up in the shield and clears so he can strike. As he comes up, I slip out and parry and strike. He slips, and we keep the drill going. In it. Okay? Slipping outside and striking. And striking. This is the first exercise. Shield blocking, coming in with your strike, and keeping it going, just to get the flow with your partner of doing the shielding. Okay? I want to try to practice. So make it just a flow. Block with your strike, and slip and block with your strike. So the big thing is just so you get the flow of it. So make it a smooth flow. Try to make the wing or the shield as smooth as possible, flipping it right over into your strike. Each time I slip this, and he comes again and slip. Right?
That's nice.
So slip.
I like that.
There,
That's
slip.
nice. Yeah.
You're learning to slip this. And as you learn to slip, you do what? You bring your shield up. This way, you bring your shield up, right? This way. So you're learning to slip. Disarming, throwing out of a wing block or a shield block. So against the 12 strike, if I slip this, strike, throw here, and cut through. Strike him here, right? And scissor this. I'm being careful with my partner. Maybe we can practice this on. Maybe practice this on the grass. Just feel it. You do that?
No, in the concrete, man.
Okay. Now the thing about it is, as you come through, let's just talk about the fine point in this. Throws a strike, and I slip with my shield, right? Flip through, and what? Do the disarm. Strike. Strike back. Now the thing is, you just can't leave the arm out like this. You scissor this back. So it's like a crosata, right? Scissor back. Okay. On my wing, remember, sometimes we do one-handed wings. Sometimes we do what? Two-handed wing. So what we're going to do is, first of all, let's just try this exercise. So you learn to do what? Wing here, wing there, right? With both hands holding this way. Same idea, but you got holding the stick with the other hand. Once you do that, guy strikes, and here, I can snake through, strike, and what? Throw and this arm. Okay? Already got it. Let's try it. So he strikes, right? My wing, what here, and what? Strike, and throw. Notice that this arm is built in as I throw because of the way I grab, the stick comes out. So we'll do this slow. Just put my stick up. In order to do it to use automatic disarm as you throw, we do what we call snaking. We do snaking a lot in the Filipino martial arts. Strike here. And again, scissoring to disarm, right? Okay. One more time. Let's put my stick up, snake through, and what? Strike and what? Throwing. Okay.
Right, block and throw.
All right, let's work that one. It's too hard on my part. I block this, reach in and grab the thumb. I already got it. Same as we talked about earlier. Snatching him, strike him as you snatch him into it. Come through and what? Take him down. Notice, now be careful. Notice I'm using the end of the stick where? Into the pressure point as I bring him down. Let's try it again. Here's what I want you to work on now. As you bring the stick up, how to do what? Block and reach around and capture the thumb, bring him through. You hit him in the rib, bring it through and what? Take him down. From here, all of the what? Kneeing. Okay. Let's do it. Everybody do it? You want to see it again? One more time. Okay. Just working the capture.
Jimmy.
All you're doing is what? Reaching in and clamping. From here, snaking in and clamping. Then turn the center to pull it. It's jerking again, the same as we talked about before. As you jerk him, you do what though? You hit him, snake this through and what? Down. Okay? All right. Let's work and throw. What I'm going to do is translate that to the empty hand. Because you know it's totally translatable how to do the throw. Same motions. One person needs a stick.
You owe me 10.
Huh?
You owe me 10.
Okay. So against this kind of thing here with a backhand strike, you do what? You still can do your stopping and what? Shielding or coming across. The only thing is when you come across with the shield is what? You can do the strip, strike, and what? Throw the same as you did before. Remember, it's direct translation. Stick, throw. If you block this, bring this through, and what? Strip here, gotta be careful. Strike here, lock, pull him to you, and what? Throw him down. I've been careful with my partner on the concrete here. So from here, what? Stripping the stick, striking here, pulling to off balance, jerking again. The whole idea of jerking, and the head controls him. And of course, I can do all the kneeing. That, you know, from C-line, stuff like that. Okay, let's work that one. One person will have the stick. So just want to do a few because sometimes you won't have this. Somebody have the stick, another person won't have it. Okay. What we're going to do is we'll give you another drill when we get practice.
Do I need 2 sticks, sir?
No sticks. I just wanted to translate the one to show you. We're going to shield the same way as we did this before. Block the same way we did this before. Hands up. Little punch. If I can parry this, right? Punch him and go in. Remember, where the head goes, the body's going to go. Strike here and pivot point. Switch off. And what? Throw him. Be careful. Let's do it slow. Slipping the punch and what? Slipping the punch. I can hit him. I can hit this and pass it over and what? Notice the pivot point is already here. And what? Throwing him. Okay. And remember, once he's down, knees, you can do the footwork, destruction on him. But we just want to work this. So do it slow with your partner. First of all, so you get it, just put the hand out. So you get it. Know what Grandmaster said, 3 fingers? You parry it off, slip inside, slapping. Okay? Devastating palm, open palm, especially to the ear. But remember also where the head goes, he's going to go. But you allow this to do what? And as you do this, you can be raking. This comes down to the pivot point, and this what? This assumes that function. Still got the pivot point here, and what? You can take him down. All of the what? The kneeing. Let's try that. Change the with the change of energy, the way to reverse it. Okay, same entry. So you practice it and you get it. You just have the hand out there so you can get the movement. Then you can punch if you want. Okay? Slipping and parrying, going in. Pivot point here. Hitting here, instead of pushing here, let this snake around. Elbow. Right? Snaking this in and what? Throwing. Kneeing is in here. Okay? So we can reverse this. Let's try it again. Just keep the hand out so you get a chance to practice it. This is a strike, another strike, but instead of taking him here, you bring it around with an elbow strike and what? Bring it around and bring it through. And be careful, kind of hold your partner as you do what? As you bring him down. Everybody got it? Okay. That is a painful subject. Unreal, that technique.
That's good. That's really good.
Once you still have the center lock, as you bring this through to throw him, you keep the center lock. Keep the center lock. It is painful.
Here. Fruit school. Running right up there.
God, that's the most painful technique.
There was no escape.
Here, what we did this morning, right? Do this kind of thing here like we did this morning, right? And now opening the opponent up, or if you go inside on this, open the opponent up and what? So let's try this. So shielding, inside, sorry. Inside shielding, right? Inside shielding, and opening the opponent up, or if you're outside, you can go inside, go outside. This is what I want you to work on. Just being able to open up to go inside. If you end up on the outside, I want you to use your horizontal and vertical elbows on this. Inside, open up here, or if you're on the inside here, open up and come back. So inside, opening them up. Remember, you can lock here on this. But the big thing is to pass the arm on this. Elbowing, where you do vertical here, passing off, locking, or destruction. You can come back inside if you want. Throwing. So let's just work that. Switching positions on the arms.